Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, April 16th, 2018. Thank you so much for joining us today on this slightly dreary Mountain View day. Hopefully it's nice weather where you are. Let us get right down to business. Friends of Mozilla, for this week, big thanks to all the tech speakers who have been out and about, including Christy in Albania, Daniele in Italy, and Viswa, who delivered an add-ons workshop in India, Abiram, who recorded some Rust training last week for lynda.com in LA, and Andrej, Vignesh, Florian, Shostika, and Sumanth, who spoke in Hungary, in the UK, as well as in Vietnam. Props to Jing, who will speak at Smashing Conf SF on Wednesday, and Christy and Shagufta, who also have talks later this week. Our tech speakers are always out, they're always speaking, and they're always wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, upcoming events for this week. Tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, we have the Web Extensions APIs Triage, and that is happening in the ACE Video Room. That's for discussing new extension possibilities, new APIs for Firefox, or just new capabilities for extensions in general. It is, I think, maybe hailing here. It's quite the noise. If you are interested in joining that meeting, there's a link in the wiki with more information, and we hope you can join. Wednesday, we have the Good First Bugs Triage. Helps get new code contributors to the project by identifying bugs that are going to be good for first-time contributors. It's relatively self-explanatory, and that is at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time in the ACE Video Room, and you can click a link for more information. There's also the Homebrew Website Club meetup next Wednesday, special tea time edition. So as opposed to the special or normal Homebrew Website Club meetup, we are going to have tea time because it is the 418, which is the special HTTP status code that says "I am a teapot," which is if you're ever curious about that, you can click that link for more information. It's part of the Hypertext Coffee Pot Protocol. It's pretty fun. That's going to be in Nuremberg, Germany, Portland, and San Francisco. There's going to be a little tea time and hangout quiet writing hour, and then the Indie Web Meetup demos and Hack Night, where you can talk about how you will be able to maintain a site that is outside of the content silos that increasingly dominate our online lives. Click the links for more info, and you should check the event out. All right. I think that's all the calendar stuff that wants to be called out. Speakers. All right, I think first we have Caitlin Nyman here in Mountain View to talk about the Featured Extensions Advisory Board. Come on up.
All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. So every 6 months, we assemble a board of community members who are add-ons enthusiasts. This includes fans of add-ons, advocates, developers, people who recommend every version of add-ons that add cats to your browsing experience. And so every 6 months, we assemble this group of community members to help us select which add-ons get featured in AMO every month. And add-ons that get featured in AMO tend to have significantly higher traffic and more installs. So it's a really great way of featuring great content on AMOs, helping users connect to good content, and we really need help making those decisions and making sure that the extensions that are selected for this are appropriately vetted and tested by members of our community. So if you are in the community and this sounds like something you'd like to participate in, please go ahead and apply to join the featured board. You can find information on our blog post listed here. Applications are due by April 30th, and we hope you'll join us for the next 6-month term. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Caitlin. And next up, we have Andrew Krug doing a video version of the Weekly Minute, I believe, unless, Andrew, you're on the call. We have a video as well. Cool. Let's roll the video.
Update from Mozilla IT on all things we're doing to support and empower Mozillians in our mission to keep the web a global public resource, open and accessible to all. MVK is at Coachella this week and next. I'm Andrew Krug, and I'm guest hosting. Good news, everyone. Mozilla's instance of 1Password will be getting Duo second-factor authentication coming soon to a browser near you. Speaking of browsers, Video Connect WebRTC is on track to start an internal AV beta test by next week. If interested and you want to participate, contact Jason Helmers. Changing gears, the forecast for Bugzilla is cloudy with a chance of awesome. Bugzilla is now live in Cloud Services' AWS account and out of our data center in Santa Clara. Congratulations, Bugzilla, and everyone who worked so hard to move to the cloud. Still on the topic of cloud, Nubis version 2.2 has just been released with a number of fixes and improvements for AWS users taking advantage of the platform. In other news, IT has kicked off a company-wide service management project and is calling for your participation. Let's all name the service management framework that will help us provide the best user experience to Mozillians worldwide. This framework will be evolved from concepts like ITIL or ITSM, but this particular framework will be uniquely Mozilla. You can get involved by joining the #ITSM All channel on Slack or by commenting on the discourse thread linked in the weekly minute. Finally, upcoming events, Brown Bags Inbound, InfoSec's very own Michal Perchinsky will debrief on April 20th, 2018 at noon Pacific Time on the response to Meltdown and Spectre. Learn more about Meltdown and Spectre before the presentation in the weekly minute. And that's the minute. I'm Andrew Krug, and I'll be seeing you next week. Keep rockin' the free web. Back to you, Poch.
We should step up our on-screen graphics game just a little bit. But that was thank you very much. That was awesome. And next we have Brad Cohen up in Portland, Oregon, talking about the Webby Awards. Hello.
Hi. Thanks, Poch. I'm very excited to give a couple of updates about the IRL podcast, which I hope everybody has checked out and maybe subscribed to and be listening to all the time because it's great. So the IRL podcast has been super for us, and we are about to hit 2 million downloads. We're just shy of it after the season finale, so we're going to hit it in sort of like the long tail. So we're not sure exactly when that's going to be, but sometime in the next few weeks, we're going to hit 2 million downloads, or listens, maybe I should say, because some of them are web listens, but 2 million listens, and it's going to be a really great achievement. Related to that, season 2 was nominated for a Webby, and so Poch is sharing the screen where you can choose the podcast to vote for, and the link is in the wiki as well. And we would love it if you would go in and vote for us. We're in second place right now, but it would be awesome not just to win the Webby, but because we think that winning a Webby is actually a great way to get more subscribers and would actually help with that a lot. So that would be awesome. The other thing is, just so you know, 2 things about voting on the Webbies. One, I think that they send a confirmation email, and there are some reports that that's been going into spam, so keep an eye out for that. And 2, if you decide to use their tweet button to tweet about it, they're populating it weird. The last one had something about, from a different account that was mentioning Pokemon and Chevy Impalas. It's been other ones. And they're also plugging a not correct Twitter handle for IRL the podcast, which is not, we just tweet from the Mozilla Twitter handle. So just a couple of FYIs in case you decide to go support us there. That would be awesome. Lastly, if you have ideas for topics, we want to hear them because we're doing a season 3, which will be coming out later this year. We're about to go into planning, and if you have ideas for what to do there, we'd love to hear them. You can find us in Slack on the you can just email me. So Bradley@mozilla.com. That would probably be easier. But we'd love to hear it. And if you want to talk about it with us, I can direct you to the right Slack channel. In fact, I'll put it in announcements right now.
Awesome. All good?
Yep, that's it. Thanks, Poch.
Thank you so much, Bradley. Try to get that right. Awesome. And I'm not sure if we have... Michael, are you on the call for the Emerging Technologies update?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Okay, great. So, so an update on 3 projects. So last week there was quite a big week for the research team. There was a lot of continued activity and excitement following the recent announcement of the AV1 video codec. Nathan and I were also very busy representing Mozilla in our AV1 work at the annual National Association of Broadcasters show in Las Vegas. This included demoing AV1 playback in Firefox at our pop-up booth, co-hosting a public event with Microsoft and Bitmoving, as well as presenting to the press and analysts in a joint panel with other AO Media partners. If you'd like to learn more, you can watch a webinar that Nathan hosted, as well as a tech speakers briefing that Nathan and I did last week. On the deep speech front, Mycroft, which is a free and open source personal assistant and knowledge navigation platform, announced that they are adopting Mozilla's deep speech-to-text engine in their production systems. They moved to deep speech because they saw an opportunity to have human-class performance, greater throughput on today's hardware, and much better privacy for their users. So this is quite an important proof point for the utility of our deep speech project. On the MDN side, the migration of browser compatibility data to machine-readable formats is now 64% complete, and we're on pace to have all the data migrated by the end of Q2. 2 new projects have joined the collection of external efforts using the data, a polyfill for compatibility tool. So it's a polyfill compatibility tool as well as a plugin for ESLint. So you'll find the latest information and tools to let you use the data yourself on the project website. So I'll put in the links in the wiki. I see that I'm missing that, so I'll follow up with you, Poch. But thanks.
Wonderful. All right, thank you, Michael. And a huge congrats to the Deep Speech team for getting that big adoption. That's pretty cool. All right, and I think we have a handful of introductions today. Yes, we do. If San Francisco is ready, we can send it over to them. Yes,
Good.
Go ahead, San Francisco.
Hi, I'm Mark Edwards. I run the project management office for IT. I have a couple of new introductions. Olga, you have to come and view. This is literally Olga's first day. She's been here 3 hours. So Olga's a senior project manager. She's joining us from Gap. She has a lot of agile expertise, and part of what we're doing in IT is moving to a more agile environment as we continue to roll that out, and she's here to help us with that. She'll also be working with the data analytics team as her primary point of focus for that. So, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
And Sarah, you got to move in the camera. Sarah Chu, she's actually been here as a contractor for a year. She's helped us on several projects and also helped us build out our reporting and dashboard status for that project. So it's been very good. She will continue to do projects and get less out of the reporting and taking on more of the responsibility for projects going forward.
Hello.
Good.
Wonderful. Welcome to both of you. All right, and George, do you want to take the intro next?
Great, thanks. Hi, everyone, and hi, Poch. As some context to this intro, all of you may remember Steve Rader from NASA coming in January for our monthly speaker series, talking a lot about crowdsourcing, and particularly crowdsourcing solutions to technical problems. So on the Open Innovation team, we have hired somebody to lead technical crowdsourcing for Mozilla. And I'm very excited to introduce Eugene Ivanov, who comes to us with about 15 years of crowdsourcing experience on a variety of different problems. And he'll be based in Boston remote, but we'll be traveling to many offices near you, and feel free to grab him or ping him to talk about crowdsourcing. Eugene, do you want to say hi?
Hi, guys. Happy to be joining Mozilla.
Wonderful. Welcome. And David Durst, I saw you were on the call, and there you are. Hello.
Hi, Poch. I just wanted to belatedly welcome Rob Wu to officially being a Mozillian. He is a longtime contributor, intern, and contractor, and now officially staff on the Web Extensions engineering team. So thanks, and sorry it was late. I was out sick.
Welcome to Rob. Congrats. And with that, we are all wrapped up for this week. Thank you to everyone for sharing your updates. Welcome to all new Mozillians, and I hope everyone gets out there and keeps on rocking the free web. All right, thanks. Bye.